Andre Drummond, just like my post on Instagram. We out here. We Hollywood. And you can't even see that, unfortunately.
What's up? Wanted to make a vlog today to address a few frequently asked questions, talk about the NBA preview, and also talk about my new big project that I want to make happen, but can only happen if I have the support of you guys. I get 3 frequently asked questions a lot about the NBA preview. 2 of them we could categorize together. Why isn't this player in the roster or the rotation? Why isn't that player in the off season? Why is this team ranked too high? Why is this team ranked too low? Well, to answer the first question is because I started planning this, the NBA preview, and doing all of this before the playoffs even started. I started doing the animations and the intros. And then once the offseason started, I started writing down each and every single player that signed with a new team and those who stayed with their team. So if you see a player not on the rotation, it's because I felt like they weren't important enough if they were the 15th man off the bench, or it's because that during the time of editing the videos and recording the commentaries, that player still hasn't signed on a team yet. So hopefully that answers your questions on why isn't that player in the rotation and why isn't that player in the offseason moves. I'm just one man doing all this work, so keep that in mind as well. The other question is because it's my opinion. Why this team is ranked high or why this team is ranked low. It's all my opinion. You know, ESPN has their opinion. Just because they're a professional journalist website, that doesn't necessarily make their opinion better than mine, nor does it make my opinion better than yours. But I'm realistic about this. I'm not some fan that thinks, oh, my team sucks, but because I'm a fan of this team, they're going to be at the top and they're going to win a championship. I know there was a lot of new people that came through to the NBA preview, and hopefully we keep the intelligent ones around, and hopefully the dudes that think with their heart and get upset easily, hopefully they're gone and they're off watching streaming pack openings or something, because we don't have any use for them here. And the other frequently asked question I get all the time about the NBA preview is, how do you make your graphics? How do you make your intro graphics? And well, luckily for me, I'm a pretty experienced user in Photoshop. I make pretty much all of the images that you see in the intros myself. And speaking of those said images, if you want to download those images, link in the description to my portfolio, my Behance portfolio. You could download any single one of those images, save it as your desktop wallpaper, your iPhone screensaver, whatever you decide to use it for. If you do decide to use it for like a video or some public use, just be sure to give me credit for it, considering it is hard being an artist on these internet streets. And the last question I usually get, moving on to 2K17, which I want to hopefully move past this, and if anyone ever asks this again, you can link in this video at this mark right here. But what happened to the AO podcast? The main guy, Agent, did not like some of the videos I posted in the past on my YouTube channel. He didn't like some of my tweets that I posted, and I feel like the boiling point, I could be totally wrong about this, but the boiling point was the 2K16 YouTubers tournament that flopped, that I was a part of. After one game, I indirectly said to everyone in the Skype call, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I don't think they took me seriously, and I continue to say that over and over and over again. Later on though, one guy decides to back out. He's not going to have enough time for this 2K YouTuber league. So it's an odd number. I thought to myself, well, I guess I can make it even. I don't really want to be a part of this, considering I don't want my channel to go in this direction. I decided to back out as well, and because I didn't directly say I didn't want to be a part of this, I feel like that was the boiling point, because I indirectly said it to everyone instead of just one individual person. But yeah, that's really about it. That's what I got from the whole situation. No hate towards any of those AO podcast guys. Unfortunately, it's the way it ended. You know, I would have hoped it would have gone differently, and I personally thought all of those dudes were my friends, and I guess not. You know, at the end of the day, no matter how many logos you make for them, banners, thumbnails that you make for them that they still use today, no matter if you do a school project for one of them, or no matter how many hours you talk behind the scenes, none of that really matters if you disagree with the one person that started the whole entire thing. But part of it was my fault. I deliberately went out of my way to cut them off of my social media, considering I'm not going to be talking to dudes that talks to the dude that doesn't like me. You know, there's this corny saying, why mess with the people that eat together? Because the people that eat together speak together, and guess who's the topic? I find that line really relatable to this whole situation, especially in the 2K16 YouTubers Skype call. A lot of those dudes outside of the AO podcast really showed their true colors, talking behind bigger YouTubers' backs on Skype. But then on social media, they went out of their way and say, oh, I love your content. I love you. Can we make a collab? And can we do videos together? Like, there's no right or wrong way to grow a YouTube channel, but in my opinion, those are some scumbag ways to grow. And hopefully we can move on from that and are able to go further and beyond with this new project that I'm going to be working on. I decided to start a Patreon. If you don't know what a Patreon is a platform for you, the viewer, to support a YouTuber, a musician, whatever, by pledging a certain amount of money per month. Now, in my Patreon, I already have a few goals set up, which you could read right now, or just go to the website and click for yourself. And I also have a few rewards. I'll probably be adding more rewards if you guys leave suggestions. But the first reward is $1 per month. If you pledge $1 per month, I'll invite you to my personal Discord, so that way we could chat it up whenever I live stream, or we could play some video games together whenever I'm free. $5 per month gets you a priority whenever I play video games or whenever I'm playing with subscribers. $15 per month is a really good one in my opinion if you're an upcoming YouTuber or Twitch streamer, or you have a Twitter of any kind. I'll make you a banner and icon for you to use on Twitter, Twitch, etc. Along with that, you'll also have access to videos for major series on my channel, such as the NBA preview, name that NBA player, F1, marry one, kill one, and some of the versus videos I do a day early. I'll probably be adding some more series in there because I know Storytime is probably one of my more popular series, so we'll have to see. I'll be up for suggestions. Feel free to read through it if you do wish to support. And everyone that does decide to support, I will definitely be interacting with you guys the most. Essentially, I'm making this Patreon to take the next step with my YouTube channel. I'm not all about the money. The money isn't really why I do YouTube videos, but Patreon is a way to establish myself as a YouTuber, because I want to be more than just a 2K YouTuber. I tell a lot of people this, that I don't see myself as a 2K YouTuber, even though if I post a lot of 2K content, I want to be able to go deeper within the gaming industry and just meet you guys, meet you guys that watch my videos, meet devs from different games. I want to establish a real connection with you and actually be able to shake your hand and be your friend, considering I've learned in the past that friendships on YouTube especially, some people just think of them as a business and nothing else. So pledging on Patreon isn't really mandatory, but if you do support me and want to see me do better on YouTube and make higher quality videos and do a lot more things than just 2K, support me on Patreon. Thank you guys for watching. Off to NBA 2K17.
So I'm trying to claim who I'm supposed to be. I had to cut some homies off, they mind couldn't grow with me. Remember 2010 when y'all niggas was hoeing me, and now them same homies to this day trying to flow with me. Look how I stayed on my focus, I upgraded myself. When y'all niggas was hating, you really hated yourself.